What's up, world? Hope y'all are good. Um, um, Before I get started, I have been um, put on a standing order that when I do videos like this, always have a drink because my voice tends to come and go. Um, because I don't say much to people, but when I record, I like to do as much as I can before my voice runs out. Um, so yeah, that happens to me a lot. So um, just so everybody sees, I come with a bottle of Pepsi, so we're covered as far as any voice cracking and anything like that. Um, as this is being recorded, the Fastlane pay-per-view has just went off the air, um, and I figured, well, now's as good a time as any to do the Powerbomb. So here we are. Grab my notes here. Alright, first thing was the pre-show, and the match that was on the pre-show was Rich Swann and Akira Tozawa versus Noam Dar and the Brian Kendrick. This to me was a great way to warm up the crowd. It was all action. It got everybody pumped up and ready for the show. And I am a tag team guy. Always have been, always will be. This match is Exhibit A as to why, if you're going to have different divisions, if you're going to make the Cruiserweight guys their own division where they only face each other, give them a tag belt. Give them a, you got the Cruiserweight Championship, why not give them tag belts too? You know, the Cruiserweight matches, for as long as I can remember, have always been some of the best matches ever put on pay-per-views, dating back to WCW, when they used to put all the Cruiserweights on early, and then by the time you got to, the crappy main events of the show, you had already gotten your money's worth because of the action that they provide. And I feel like the Cruiserweights in this era kind of do the same thing. So, it's worth looking into, I think. Alright, and then to hit lead off on the actual pay-per-view, we had Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe. Thought this was a pretty good match. Joe basically came in and did what Joe does, destroyed, and there was never any doubt as to who was going to win. But I think in Joe's infancy on the main roster, it needs to be that way. Plus the fact that he's kind of aligned himself with Triple H and Kevin Owens, pretty much tells me that it's not going to not be that way for a very long time. Next we had Enzo and Cass versus Gallows and Anderson for the tag titles. Club retained the titles. I thought it was a good match. I'd like to see a three-way at Mania, if possible, between Sheamus, Cesaro, the Club, and Enzo and Cass. I think put those three teams in there together, especially with the kind of storyline arc that you started on Raw with, everybody messing with everybody. That could be really a standout match on the show. Next, we have the first of two Divas matches, or two women's matches on the show, which did my heart a lot of good because I follow women's wrestling almost as much, if not a little bit more, than I do the dudes. So this match was what it needed to be. Nia was dominant, and Sasha got what I'm sure that they're going to push going forward, going into Mania, as a fluky win. So, it was good for what it was. The next two matches are something that kind of came out of the pre-show. Mahal went into Foley's office and basically said, Rusev and I aren't in a tag team anymore, on myself as a single. Rusev did the same thing. So Foley said, I'll find suitable competition for you guys, and I'll let you guys fight it out to see who goes first. Well, Mahal and Cesaro were first. Cesaro won, but Jinder has more talent than anybody knows about, and he doesn't get the play that everybody else does, but he really stepped up, in my opinion, tonight. And in the ring with Cesaro, Cesaro's one of those guys where if you don't step up your game, he's going to have you for lunch. And I don't think Mahal's talent is on anybody's radar that matters, and that's a shame. Next, we had Rusev and Big Show. First of all, Show looks amazing. I'm glad that he's finally getting into better shape for himself, and it's showing in his work in the ring. He can now work with anybody. I feel like he isn't limited as to who he can work with, and that can do nothing but help him. I thought, Rusev had his best match in a long while, and that's just as much a testament to Big Show as it is to Rusev, because these are two big, brawny dudes, and they're moving around like fucking cruiserweights. So awesome to see. I'm actually a big Rusev fan. I'd like to see him get a little bit more play on TV than he does. But it was nice to see him and Show go out there and have a nice competitive match that honestly was a lot better than it had any right to be. Next was Neville and Gentleman Jack for the Cruiserweight title. All I can say is what a match. The chemistry between these two is just off the charts amazing. I really would love to see a series of matches between these two for the title. And, Neville retains. Again, awesome match. Jack definitely stepped up his game, which I didn't think was possible because I love what he does in the ring anyway. The only real bone of contention I have, and this is just probably me being a curmudgeonly old school wrestling fan, but I hate it. I mean, absolutely hate it with a passion when somebody is a champion, has a title, and doesn't carry it on their shoulder or wear it around their waist. When they just carry it like they're dragging it along, that's disrespectful. I hate that. Now, people will tell me, Austin did it, Rock did it. Yeah, but it kind of fit their characters. Generally, I don't like that, but if it fits with the character, I can kind of begrudgingly let it slide. But when you carry a title, when you have a title, have some pride in it and have some pride in yourself. Either carry it on your shoulder or wear the damn thing. Don't drag it around like a limp noodle. So that's just my own little rant on that. Next we had Roman and Braun. Roman won, but Braun just blew me away. He was definitely the more impressive of the two, all the way throughout. And can we just talk about a 380-pound guy coming off the top rope like he's a fucking cruiserweight? Yeah, he didn't land the move. God damn it, that was impressive. This motherfucker will be amazing once he gets out of Big Show's out from under, I should say, Big Show's learning tree. And I sincerely hope that they do a Braun Big Show matchup at Mania, because honest to God, I feel like unapologetically, those two big dudes could end up stealing the entire goddamn show. Next was Charlotte and Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship. Bayley came in as champ, and I'll be damned if Bayley didn't retain the title, which I love it, but it was a surprise because of Charlotte's pay-per-view streak, and I had heard somewhere that they were going to take it off of Bayley only to have her win it back at Mania to give her her moment. Her Mania moment, of course. But, it is what it is. I love it anyway. Charlotte and Bayley have an undeniable chemistry. I could watch them wrestle all day. Going forward, though, Charlotte's going to complain that Sasha was out there and da-da-da-da. And really, she's got a legit right, but I'm just glad to see Bayley, kept the title, and Charlotte's pay-per-view streak is no more. Last but not least, we had the Universal Championship, Owens Goldberg. Basically what happened was Owens ran for 3 minutes before the bell even rang, got in the bell, got the ring, told the referee to ring the bell. Before he could ring the bell, Jericho's music hits. He is distracted. Bell rings. Goldberg spear, jackhammer, match is over in 30 seconds. And that's basically what Goldberg does. I mean, I used to love it in WCW. I'm not going to turn my back on it now. Awesome. And that sets up Lesnar and Goldberg for the Universal title at Mania. And I think as much as I don't want to see Brock win it, he probably takes the win at Mania. Now, overall, I thought the show was a pretty entertaining show. Matches that stood out were Cruiserweight title match, of course. Big Show and Rusev was way better than it had ever had any right to be. Charlotte and Bayley was just magnificent. And Braun and Roman was just awesome. Uh, you know, uh, Braun continues to amaze. And with that said, I'm gonna get out of here. See you guys at Mania. Now, for Mania, I want you guys to know Powerbomb is probably gonna end up being somewhere between half hour, 45 minutes, because I'm gonna cover NXT, the Hall of Fame, and Mania itself. So until then, we will see you again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for fostering creativity. Without y'all, I couldn't do what I do. Mucho apreciado. Love y'all.